Hey, what is up guys, this is the Mad Hatter back with another video, and today I want to talk about Infinite Warfare. And yes, I realize not many people play this game or even care about it, but since it's been out for almost 2 months now, I kind of just wanted to give my honest feelings about the game, so let's jump right into it. And a bit of a disclaimer before I start the video, I still do enjoy this game and I will play it. I just wanted to point out some things that I find are kind of broken about the game, and do remember these are just my opinions, so please no hate in the comments. My first issue with Infinite Warfare would be the weapons. Now the KV-4 is probably my favorite gun in the game. You know, it has good damage and it has good accuracy and little to no recoil. Now the issue is when I go up against someone with an SMG, say the Karma, with less damage, you know, of course a better firing rate, and you know, I'm firing rounds into that person first, yet they still are able to kill me, and I'm shooting maybe, you know, six more bullets than they ever did with their weapon. I just see, you know, that's a problem, and I understand it's not a huge problem because that does happen, but in Infinite Warfare it happens a lot, probably more than any other Call of Duty I've ever played. And this isn't a huge issue to me. I'm not some professional Call of Duty player, you know, that really cares about that kind of stuff. Just something that kind of bugs me a little bit every once in a while. I'm trying to have a good game, and I just get demolished by people with Karmas and FHRs just because of the firing rate, which, like I said, does happen. But Infinite Warfare is, you know, it happens a lot more than any other Call of Duty that I can think of. And the next issue, which comes to no surprise to a lot of people, is the supply drops. And supply drops have been a problem for Call of Duty in the past 3 years, you know, really when they first started to come alive in the game. And, you know, the pay to win type thing with all the weapons, you know, a lot of people don't like that. And I personally don't like it either. And it's really more just about the pay thing. You know, I'd be fine with supply drops if everyone put effort into actually trying to play the game, get the tokens to actually get the gear. But people buy the COD points, and I had nothing against the people that buy COD points to get the better gear. It's really just more on the Call of Duty developers, you know, Infinity Ward and Treyarch and Sledgehammer. I just think that they should really do away with that. And I know for a lot of people that actually do buy the COD points, that's kind of, you know, a little criticizing them, but it's not. You know, I mean, they wouldn't do it if it wasn't in the game. And then everyone would be able to put forth that effort to actually play the game to get all of the good gear. Because, you know, I get 10 coins to get a regular supply drop, get nothing out of it. But I mean, if I buy COD points, do the same thing, I'm more than likely to get the thing, you know, the better things. And it's just not fair to other people that can't really afford the COD points. And you know, that kind of goes along with the guns, like the weapons in the game. And like even in Black Ops 3, I mean, you would see these cool guns that you don't have unlocked because you have to get them from supply drops. But whenever you try to open a supply drop, even if it is a more advanced supply drop, you're rarely ever going to get things like that. But I mean, like people that buy COD points, you know, they have those. And sometimes every blue moon you will get something like that. I mean, of course, they're not always just going to count you out and not give you that things, even if you're not buying them. But it just seemed more likely if you're buying the COD points, you're going to get the better gear. Which again, it just isn't fair. I mean, like I said, I have nothing against people that do that because it's not them necessarily. It's the developers and that make these games. You know, like I said, I think if they would just give away with it, the COD points, the buying and everything, it would be much better. Supply drops would be. People would not complain about supply drops as much. And my final issue with Infinite Warfare, and do correct me if I'm wrong, is the gear that you're able to wear. And I don't know if this has something to do with like the different types of payloads in Infinite Warfare, but it seems like when you have heavier gear, even newer gear, you know, it takes more damage to kill you. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't remember that ever being in any other Call of Duty. It seems like this is now just starting. But like I said, it could be about the payloads. I'm not sure, but I really don't want Call of Duty to start getting into that type of character development. Like, I mean, they've always had the character customizations with the cooler gear, but it seems to never actually affect the health. And like I said, it's not really something I could see Call of Duty doing, just because, you know, it's such a relaxed first-person shooter, and it would kind of ruin the game. And it really, like I said, I mean, I played the game enough to realize that it does take more damage for other people, like to kill other players. And it's not a huge issue, at least not in Infinite Warfare, but I hope they don't start making that a bigger, broader thing. And I just wanted to point out those things in this video, you know, things that kind of annoy me, and things that I really hope don't seep into the Call of Duty in this next coming year. And they're not huge issues, but I mean, they could always get bigger. And I feel like if they continue to, you know, have these types of issues that I explained throughout the video, it would just make Call of Duty even worse. You know, people would criticize it just as much as they do now. Things that I hope they continue to do is bring back remastered versions. You know, I love Modern Warfare Remastered, and what I really want is Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I freaking love that game. And if they bring it back in the next year or two, I will just go nuts. But with that being said, guys, that is the end of the video. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.